United States, the largest economy in the world, is not doing so well. Why, you may ask? You must have recently heard about updates on the US debt ceiling. So what is this debt ceiling? I'm Neha Vashishth from ETMarkets. Welcome to another episode of ETMarkets Decoder. Let's begin. Debt ceiling is basically a legislative cap, the maximum amount of money the federal government can borrow in order to cover its bills. These bills include paying back the already borrowed amount, military salaries, Medicare, tax refunds, etc. When was this debt ceiling created? So before 1917, the US had no debt ceiling. This debt ceiling in the US was created by the Congress under the Second Liberty Bond Act of 1917 as a way to simplify borrowings during World War I. Now, before we move on to its history and repercussions, a noteworthy point is that US hit the $31.4 trillion national debt limit in January 2023. Janet Yellen, who is the US Treasury Secretary, said that the Treasury Department has been taking extraordinary measures to keep the government running. However, she kept on warning time after time that this cannot be stretched longer. Yellen had warned that the government will run out of funds mostly by June 1, 2023. Coming to historical data, according to the US Department of the Treasury, since 1960, Congress has acted 78 times to permanently raise, temporarily extend or revise the debt limit, 49 times under Republican presidents and 29 times under Democratic presidents. What will happen next? Although this has never happened prior, if the debt ceiling or limit is not increased, it could actually lead to the first ever US default. That means Joe Biden's government will fail to pay its bills and will default on its debt. Considering we are talking about the world's largest economy, this definitely needs to be looked at seriously. According to a report by the BGR Group, if the Treasury Department is not able to borrow additional money, the US could default on loans and its credit rating may be downgraded by credit rating groups. This default would negatively impact the US economy and international financial markets as well. Additionally, it is likely to send the US economy into a recession. Another report by Moody's says that there will be a regional economic fallout, a grave effect on the stock markets, short-term breach or long-term breach effects, and a possible job loss if there is a prolonged breach. Right now, Joe Biden and Kevin McCarthy are in talks for a deal to handle the debt ceiling crisis. However, in his latest comment, President Joe Biden said that he is confident that US will avoid the debt default and the talks with congressional Republicans seem to be productive.